Hello, guys, and welcome to the last match of the day for the DPC, the last match of the week for the DPC, the last match. The Beastcoast versus Hokori. We have one last draft. It's winner takes all. Who's going to be the winner? We're going to have to see. As Hokori already starts with a complete different proposition. They go for the Enigma and the Marcy. Beastcoast, same thing. The Enchantress. Astini, what do you think of this opener by Hokori?
First of all, it's interesting. They bend the clockwork. I like it. And then since Beastcoast, they preemptively picked Enchanters to counter a Beastmaster, so they went Enigma. So I like the idea of going Enigma. I don't like the Marcy though. I'd rather they had something like a Tiny 4 or any hero that can work as an initiator. Maybe if they have the Marcy as 4, it could be a bit better.
They prefer the Mars over taking the Beastmaster themselves, eh?
Huh. What are your thoughts on the Mars here? Kips.
Yeah, I guess they're preferring teamfight here over the push presence of the Beastmaster. And I mean, fair enough if you have an Ench and you believe that that's going to fulfill your vision and push needs enough, then you can just skip the BM. And it's pretty sure that Hokori is not going to pick it up anymore either, so you could just go for the Mars and leave the Beastmaster out entirely.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have to flex their Enigma to 5, Marcy to 4, force the Beastmaster here, right? Which is awkward. It's still sort of, I mean, I guess Beastcoast could still potentially pick it though, and flex the Mars to mid.
Yeah. If they really want to do it. I'm kind of hoping that one day we're going to see, because SA seems to be like the region for it, like a carry Mars, but not on Beastcoast for sure.
Oh, Beastcoast actually wanted to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I talked to Hector about it. It was a really long and really grueling conversation, because I would be like, someone suggested it. I think it was the manager suggested to carry Mars because it would look cool, right? And Hector was jokingly, hypothetically, like talking about it. It's like, yeah, I think I built like, you build like SNY for movement speed and then like BKB and then maybe Satanic. Like, Hector, but are you using Mars at all? He goes, no, it's like the build, it's the right build. It's like, all right, so Hector, what do you think of like building, say, I don't know, CM carry? Oh, because attack speed talent. Oh, yeah, you build like SNY, BKB, Satanic. Hector, you can't build the same shit for every hero. That's not playing. You're just playing carry, dude. Egg carry. It's not Mars carry. He goes, no. I trust me. It's the build. And he said that for like 5 more heroes. So at this point.
Yeah. So not carry Mars. He just play the hero and copy paste Hector on top of it.
Which is what he does with actually most heroes, which is why you will see sometimes you'll be like, why is Hector, this is my funniest thing for casters in English, why is Hector building Linkeds? What is he blocking? And then Purge will go on like a 20-minute rant of what could he possibly be blocking. And the real answer is Hector just found it funny. He just thought that it was going to be a good Linkeds game. He likes the stats and he's just going to go for it. It has nothing to do with the blocking or anything. Yeah. But this is a major as well. The guy's a riot. He's a fun player for sure.
I wonder if the Mars was a good pick. Like, teams have been banning this hero against Whisper, but at the last 10 games, they went 3-7 with Mars. And I thought, like, Kanka had so much value on the last match. I know now he's not against Skywrath and Beastmaster, but he's still pretty decent against Enigma. And he's a lane dominator on the mid lane, so he really made Hokori go into a bad mid lane choice. This Void Spirit didn't have much impact. So I'd rather have prioritized this Kanka instead of going Mars.
And now we will never see it again, which is a little bit of a shame, because I actually think that I would have liked it for Hokori themselves as well, but they clearly have other priorities here. Second support then, like, more initiation. It feels so wrong. Like it still feels like you want something like a Skywrath on top of the Marcy, except not Skywrath. So is it Zeus then? Is it Zeus Enigma Marcy?
I mean, Analog plays a great Zeus, so they could potentially flex it right between 4 and mid.
Not sure if I want to play a core Zeus into Ench Mars. Like your lane's gonna get ganked, and then after that you're just going to get speared all game.
It's a rough matchup for sure, yeah. Because you can't actually jump out of the arena as easily. Okay, something simple instead. Ogre.
Very simple.
Get buffing. Does this open up for like a Luna maybe pick, you think, Astidi?
It does, and I'm not happy with that because then, like, it opens for a farming hero that you want to bloodlust. I want a fighting hero. Of course, Luna is a hero that you can 5-man early as like Troll Ranger. Also, it's like 2 heroes that goes well with Ogre.
Sure.
But I'm afraid they go like full farm mode. They already have Enigma. That's a hero that you want to farm and scale, and I'm afraid they even go like TB again. So.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'd really want to see something like I don't know, what a troll warlord or something that can actually make use of both the increased farming speed as well as get a lot out of the Ogre Magi buffs through fighting.
But troll, then you have a troll, right? Which is the problem.
Yeah, then you have a troll. Like, I know. Not gonna argue with that.
Yeah, they took away the Juggernaut, which would fulfill that role you're talking about, Kips, to a degree.
Mm-hmm. That would have been really great. Interesting to see Beastcoast ban the Jug, by the way, because normally they're the only believers.
No,
Earth
Yuma
Spirit.
also believes in the Jug, yeah.
Mm. Well, it got some fantastic counter for all of these black holes. Earth Spirit, very tanky as well, so really a hard target to engage upon for a Marcy who's looking for any easy food.
5 seconds remaining.
I
What are
do
yours?
like Zeus also for Beastcoast, the hero you mentioned for Hokori, but I like it's with Nimbus against Enigma.
Yeah, they're not a Zeus team, man. They're a Lina team. They need magic damage, they go for the Lina. That's their strategy.
There's Invoker. But they are always picking here the Yuma hero, right?
Yeah, they usually pick the Yuma. It's true, actually. They left Analog Hero to the end, most always. But this feels like it should be Analog's hero right now.
I would go Invoker,
Yeah, that'll match up.
definitely.
Yeah, I like it too. What else?
Otherwise, I would go something like a PA, which is great against Mars, and it's also a hero to jump on Lina. And it's gonna probably get banned.
Yeah,
Also
you'll
with the
lose that
Mars.
one for sure.
They go for the puck. Seems pretty good too, to be honest.
Yeah, they don't have enough catch for it, but like it's Schofield Earth Spirit, so he's gonna be pretty on point with the silence. I'm a bit worried, you know. It feels like it's not enough, but it's Schofield.
This does mean last pick carry though, Kips, so they get to have a chance. If you're Beastcoast right now, what carries are you thinking that, you know, you can have a good core to core, or it's like kind of not as relevant, like I said with Juggernaut, for example?
The CK getting out tastes like they want to brawl. And like if I see an Ogre Magi on the enemy team, right, I'd think that there's a Medusa coming or something like that. I don't know, a Sven if you think that they believe in that, but and you're going to be looking at these bans too, by the way. That's why I'm kind of stalling, because I want to see from the bans what Hokori thinks they're protecting here, like which options.
Oh, you want to see the Beastcoast bans though to see what like they're protecting.
Yeah, I mean both, because this is, I love this game on the last pick, right, where everybody has a couple of different flowcharts in their head, and this is where you strike off the ones that look the worst for you.
Sure. It's especially important when they're both vying for the same position, right? Because they're both going to be banning the carries here.
Yeah.
They don't know what to ban, actually. Hokori's like,
I'd like to see a Wraith King. The hero has 2 lives against Enigma, and I guess the best counter against Enigma is having 2 lives. So either Wraith King or a hero that can do an early Roche.
MK, yeah, that definitely suggests a Wraith King to me as well. Wraith King hates respawning in the middle of Wukongs.
That could be. Hector's not a fan of the
bad
hero
time.
anymore. So they're probably trying to avoid it unless he thinks it's the perfect rating game.
10 seconds.
Alchemist, maybe?
Oh,
Fast pace.
that'd be wild.
5 seconds remaining.
Would be, and there's not any good way for Hokori to get enough damage for that. Like,
Yeah,
That's
true,
when you-
actually.
really get to just only the Enigma? No. So they banned the Naga. Do they want a TB again? That sounds like they want a TB again.
No, because then they would ban the PL, right? More than the Naga.
The last time the Beastcoast tried to PL, though, they lost with it. Like, not even Hector could make that hero look good.
That's true, but oh yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe they just think that the PL is not high value
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
Astini.
Astini is on fire today, man.
What would you do then,
This-
Astini? Now I want to hear. Like, what's your solution to the Alchemist if you're Hokori?
That's hard, right?
Yep.
Stupid
Now-
hard.
TB doesn't sound that bad.
5 seconds remaining.
True. Can you afford to play that slow though? Can you play tempo?
Light
how,
Stealer is a
how
bit
about
faster.
Nyx? Yeah.
I like the
I'm
life
leaning
stealer.
towards Nyx.
Good lane, strong against Alk, right?
You got some very decent bombing opinions here. Ogre Magi is going to speed you up even more. You can walk out of the arena. All good stuff.
I took a
Yeah.
while because I was actually thinking about Meeple, but the hero is just bad against Alchemist because has the cleave talent.
Yeah.
Because it's like a Yuma hero that he would pull up on such a situation like a
Yeah.
Meeple or Magnus because he just wants like they are not beating Beastcoast.
Oh, they're gonna go for TB again. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I thought about something different. Like, but you look at the bans. They kind of wanted to Stevie to see the Alk come out. They consider countering it, and they're like, no, we're sticking with our own plan. Which is, it's okay. Like at some point, certainly the Skadi is going to mess with the Alk again. Not actually enough minus armor coming out from that Alk, but you are playing into Alina. Like this is. TB will die to her like a couple of times. There's no real way around that. So this feels fraught with danger.
What are your final thoughts then, Kips? Would you support Beastcoast?
I would support Beastcoast here. Yeah, I think Hokori runs out of damage in several sections of the game, and the puck, unless the puck plays one hell of a game, like analog could make or break this one, but it would require a miracle.
Steady?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of analog because Vitali's not gonna have the best of the lanes, and usually you're expected to do so with Enigma, but against the Alchemist, I guess Alchemist just gonna have free farm and has all the tools to snowball, so it's a lot on analog to just be a god to win this game, and so because they do have the upper hands, not that I don't trust analog, but it's just easier to execute the Beastcoast draft.
Okay, so siding with Beastcoast, case producer, if you want to write that down, that's what Astini said in many words. We'll see what our analyst thinks, though, as we go over to the last cast with Epulze and Winter. Thank you, Avo Winter. What do you think of these drafts? What do you make of this Alchemist pick?
I think it's pretty interesting. Definitely a pretty interesting pick here, and I feel like the hero is definitely strong in the meta, and against like a slow hero like Enigma, Terrorblade could be also considered as a slow hero. I think the Alchemist, if he gets a good lane, he's gonna be able to take over the game.
Yep, it has been seen a fair amount actually. The Alchemist, like we I think it was Thunder that was the first to try it out. No, sorry, it was Infamous. That was the first to try it out. At least in SA region, mind you. We've seen a little bit in Western Europe. I saw once in North America as well. So some teams are like testing it. Obviously, it's a last pick kind of hero. Still the quote-unquote cheese. But people are starting to see the value of it again. And he didn't receive any considerable buffs either, to be honest. Just like the Chemical Rage. Has a little bit longer duration, but that's it.
I feel like it's more towards the meta. He just suits. I think he suits the meta. He's like a hero that can farm really fast, so you can say he's a greedy hero in some sense, but at the same time he can be very fast if he gets a good start. Then he can just take roach, hit your towers, and just enter your high ground pretty quickly. And he fits the build as a core that makes your team rich as well with the Aghanims, when he's farming so much. With a couple of heroes that can use the Aghanims well, it can change the game.
See, smile.
So runes spawn. Is the Elk gonna get 3 runes?
Is he gonna get 3 runes? No way. Doesn't get away with it.
They're trying.
Oh, they are trying. They did! And he went for the Grievel's Greed as well. Wow, that's the utmost greed. Well done.
Wait, what? 4
They got
runes?
4?
Oh,
Wait, what?
What? They got 4 runes? What's
Okay,
the
well,
other?
GG.
Oh yeah, they have an Enigma. Okay, fine. Yeah, because they have an Enigma. Enigma's gonna be waiting behind to
Yeah.
deny the
Yeah,
creep,
can't
so
do
he's not
anything.
gonna be out. So he can't. Yeah, pretty much can't do anything. But I feel like in this kind of situations, maybe as the support, you can try to steal steal the enemies once.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they are most likely gonna try to steal yours. So at least you break even. Oh no, this does not look good for them. But either way, they are gonna be able to do a lot of damage on Stinger. Can they kill him? Wow, they
Yep,
actually killed
they
him.
did.
That's
That was really quick.
very, very nice, very nice body blocks from El Micho.
And they didn't have to rotate their 5 either, so it's just the first blood for free in this lane. And it will make up a little bit for the bounty rune stolen here.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
he
Hector
didn't.
went for level 1 greed, right? So you know he does nothing in lane right now. So.
Yeah, and the Enchantress didn't take heal at level 1, so she wasn't able to save
true.
herself. She took Enchant.
Yeah, for the Adelons, I suppose. If you actually watch all the Alchemists that's being played in South America, it's always level 1 Unstable Concoction to help out your support. Because otherwise, they just abuse you.
But against Enigma, you want the acid spray. Push out the lane, try to maybe sneak some Eidolon kills. Because basically this lane is like, you try to... What you would do as an Alch is like, you do not want the lane to be static. You push out the lane and you go to your support to assist him, to make sure he gets the pull. And then you get
Right.
the wave back.
Right. Yep, because that maximizes the farm for
Yeah.
the Alchemist. El Micho got rid of the Enchantress creep. He could be in trouble himself. Still has rebound though, so it should be fine. I also think, if I'm honest with you, Winter, that even if this lane was not the case against the Enigma, he would still be going for the Acid Spray build. This is the greedier build, and Hector just likes it more. Like, I don't think I would ever see him go Concoction in the first 3 levels.
Yeah, he sounds like a really greedy player. But
Yes.
at the same time, I think that at some part of his game, like the mid game and the later portion of him, he's good at playing around his teammates. Gojira,
Jira? He's gonna die to
He's
the
gonna die.
last hit here
Yeah,
from
he's gonna
Yuma.
die.
Well done. At least the magic stick prevented Yuma from getting the last hit, so his Gardex kill instead.
Yeah, he was like 1 XP away from level 2. He would have definitely lived if he was level 2 there. It's rather unfortunate. Probably got range creep denied, that's why he wasn't level 2.
Exactly.
The small little things, man. Oh.
Yeah, I think laning is all about the small little things, right? The first 10 minutes of the game is all about very small things. I wish we could pay attention to every single lane at once. But I'm not that smart. Stinger's gonna die a second time, by the way, and Chet will do absolutely nothing. Oh! Wow! How?
How
Centaur
did
Conqueror
he...
hit him once, man.
Maybe that's even worse for him because the response time is longer.
Oh, right. Gojira has to come in top instead. But he finds El Micho. He'll get a kill here. Bullet Smash. El Micho back in the Acid Spray. Nice. Hector won't get the last hit though, but no, still got a little bit of experience off it.
Okay, so are they gonna leave the mask down here, and she's gonna TP bot? Oh, they're swapping the support's lanes. He doesn't want to be at top. I can't do anything.
It might be the right play, to be honest. Marcy, though, once Hector has the rebound. Goodbye, Hector. The Eidolons deal too much damage. They try to boulder smash him to safety, but it's too late. Gojira can't do anything. Hector dies. And they're managing to control his lane pretty decently here. This greedy build is not working out for them. He's too weak.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if the Earth Spirit being down here is actually better than the Ench.
Yep.
Because you think about like what can he accomplish here? Like if there's no kill potential, he can't roll in, kick someone back. For Elk to stun and kill, then what is he gonna do in this lane? Like I don't
yeah,
think
totally.
he can do much. Yeah, I don't think he can do much here.
And down bottom, you have the enchant to dispel the bloodlust in some cases, which is nice. Your creeps harass the ogre a fair amount. Not bad. I mean, you're not gonna do much, but it's not like Earth Spirit is doing much either.
Yeah, that's why I felt like the support lane swapping is a bit like weird for me.
Yep.
Right, they're
Misha?
gonna get a roll on El Micho.
Misha almost died there. Has to go back into the Acid Spray though. Instead, Gojira will get him. Once again, the gold is divided because a crit
Yeah.
takes the kill.
You wonder how actually that happened. Alchemist doesn't have stun, but they still got the kill.
Yes, exactly. I am wondering that too, man. I feel like 1 point in stun for Hector would have been really high value for this lane, not gonna lie.
Yeah, a lot of players do that. I agree. Or at least you save 1 point, a skill point, and then you decide what you want to go for.
Yeah, yeah. Whisper, bottom lane, is being harassed by Yuma. The Metamorphosis is a bit too strong. We need vision of him, and they will get it. Magic Stick, though. Ooh! Whisper saves the last second. Garnic won't get him. Oh, Whisper. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, but at the same time, Terabit, he didn't get a kill, but he's getting a free lane. So he's still happy. He's still fairly happy with the outcome of the exchange. You have to walk all the way back to base. You're not going to be back for some time. And your elk seems to be struggling a little bit at the moment. So this doesn't feel good for Beastcoast.
No, for sure. I mean, they have a 1k lead, but it's nothing really when you consider the Alk. The
I mean,
one
yeah,
thing
but
that we
Alk-
will see, it's the Lina.
Lina against Puck should be like a 50-50 wash. I don't think either
but
player
it's
would get
not.
a... Lina has some advantages.
Nope.
But he's in trouble
smart.
here.
Okay,
Trying
well,
to break
I mean,
the
if he
coil?
dies here. They don't.
Oh,
No, they missed the dispose
close.
here. But C-Smile will still die regardless. Here comes the help from Schofield. Nice evasion from Analog. You can still get away. There's the use of the sidekick. El Micho looking scarier. Gojira regretting this choice. Gojira thinking, pondering about life. Disposed. Gojira's dead. Well, never mind what I said about Lina versus Puck.
I mean, this is what's happening when your supports are late to the rune, you know. If you listen to some of the players when they talk when they're playing, or some of the vlogs, you would hear players say that how important it is when you're thinking about the 6-minute rune, you have to be there like 5:50 or like before 6 minutes. You can't just, 6-minute rune, I'm going to the 6-minute rune. You know? If you're not there by 6 minutes, you're not there. And stuff like this is happening because the support is late to control the rune. For the mid player, it affects his game a lot, you know, when he doesn't get the rune and he dies trying to get the rune. Because, like, Lina against Puck, like, both of them, really, what they can do in the game relies a lot about what rune they are getting and if they get to refill their bottle. So it's a pretty essential part of their game.
I would agree. Do you think there's a mental part to it as well when you know this and, like, you fail to get that objective? Do you think that also, like, puts a little bit of stress mentally to you?
Yeah, it's definitely a mental part and, like, your team cohesion thing, because sometimes players they forget or they're talking to another guy about something else and then they forget about the time. You see an arena,
Gardic?
so free kill here on Gardic, and Terabit is like, oh great, they use arena, I can farm the lane.
Good job, Gardic. Great. Tank the arena for me. Went for 3 points of meta actually. What do you think of this build of the no point in reflection, maxing meta with conjure image?
It's just like a farming build. If you go farming and you pop your meta to farm, this is definitely the fastest way to farm. Coil again onto Lina.
Oh,
he breaks the coil.
But they probably broke it a little bit too early. And C-Smile is just fighting back, dude. C-Smile actually will get 1 kill. Almost got the second one on Analog. Literally 1 hit away, but good face shift. Bottom lane, Whisper almost has a TB. Not going to be enough.
Yeah, the Alchemist is slowly building a lead over the TB with the greed. As they have like approximately 2k. Half of it is the level 1 4 bounty runes. So the game, the state of the game is a little bit deceptive. I don't feel like Hokori did that badly in the laning phase to allow Beastcoast to have such a lead. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you lose the 4 bounty runes at the start of the game against Elk.
Micho. He is dewarding, and he is going to be dewarded himself unless Dispose, with the help of Analog, they push Analog away.
Black
Ektor
hole?
realizing his mistake. He's just trying to go back. He's at least trying to get the bounty rune. There's a black hole available, and that is going to condemn Ektor to a swift death. Here comes Whisper, though, looking for some counter kills, but he has no mobility, and that Midnight Pulse will also deter him from going too far ahead. Instead, they choose to take the Marcy's life, which is okay. Not what you were looking for in exchange for your carry.
That's why you do all your warding stuff, dewarding stuff with your team around you. Don't do it alone. So stuff like that happen, you punish them.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So you see, Gardic is learning from what you said in the first game, right? He was listening to you. He thought, if Master Winter says this, I should learn.
Sometimes players just forget. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the game where, you know, when we're watching, you don't get to feel, or you don't get to see, you don't get to hear. But in a competitive game, a lot of stuff happening, you know, and sometimes you see mistakes that you feel like they've been playing this game for 10 years. How can they still, make such a mistake, But in a game, in actual fact, a lot of stuff is happening. Like people are talking, so you tend to forget stuff. If you are listening to another person communicating about the state of his game, then you just forget about stuff.
I agree with you. I actually think people really underestimate what it's like to be, or like, not really underestimate.
Multitasking is
yeah,
hard.
Exactly. They think that being a pro is more about knowledge. Like if you reach a certain level, you have hidden knowledge that nobody else at any other MMR
And
has.
mechanic.
Yeah, or mechanical ability. But the knowledge thing is ridiculous because if I hear something from someone, right, I learn it immediately, and that's it. I know it for the rest of my life. But being able to execute it, keeping things in mind all the time, I think those are the difficulties of being a pro.
Yeah,
Balancing
and the
your
human,
thoughts, man.
the human aspect as well. Learning how to work with others, how to
True.
make others feel good, so that they can play better, use your teammates well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff, like the hidden stuff you don't. It's not just about playing Dota at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
I think people concentrate too much on that aspect of it. And I think it really minimizes or simplifies pros' jobs as to like, oh, they just play Dota well. Well, it's more than just playing Dota, like at your pub level.
People think it's eat, sleep, play.
Yep. Some players think that actually. Some players think that too. I mean, I think that's older mentality, but it used to be the case.
Nowadays, it's more about like how can you build a team. What can you do to bond the team better, get everyone on the same page, share some ideas, respect each other, make each other feel comfortable within the team. Yeah, but at the moment, Hokori is definitely feeling really comfortable with the vision, even though they are 3k behind against this elk. But I feel like because they have, like, once again, they have better scaling cost late game. This Enigma TB is kind of a little bit on the greedier side with the Bloodlust. So if the game is not going as well for Beastcoast, if they're not pressuring as much, then they feel good going into the later portion of the game with the Enigma.
Gonna fight C-Smile in the mid lane, by the way. Ooh, Arena plus Spear that misses. That Spear was a heavy whiff for Whisper. Lost C-Smile already. Analog could still play around with him. The jaunt, actually. Gets him in safely. Yuma arming up the top lane as this happens. Stinger might be in trouble against Analog. Witchblade will finish off Stinger at this rate. They do get him, and they also want the mid tower. Gojira's the next target. They try to get him. Dispose together with the Malefice. It might just work, but the damage is a little bit lacking. They don't have the Unleash. Gojira, though, will be killed off as Gardet comes and joins them. That Ignite too strong.
Very, very nice. Like Hokori doing like a really amazing job. Like the Panda mentioned that they have to play around this Enigma, like to be able to hold the game together for the Terrorblade, and they're doing exactly that. It's like the Beastmaster game, like the previous Beastmaster game that they weren't able to execute this kind of move and this kind of tempo in the previous game. But this game they're doing it amazing. They're pressuring the tower. Terrorblade is happy farming. Elk feels pressured to come to the fight, but I think he almost has his. I think he has his Radiance. Yeah, he has his Radiance. So he has to start to try to help his team. His team needs him right now.
Yep. You're right, because Hokori, I mean, particularly Analog, right? We talked about how this puck has to pop off, and I think he's been doing a great job of it already. Very
The team as a whole, I think the three of them, the Enigma, the Puck, and the Marcy, doing a really good. I mean, the Ogre is placing good vision as well. Not to discuss that. Post 5 doesn't exist in the game. And now they're invading the triangle, and Ogre is doing Ogre things, being alone. Being alone, trying to stack jungle, play sports, whatever. But it's best that he is playing around. I think he feels like there's a smoke coming. That's why he's playing around the Terrorblade, and he doesn't see the enemy team. Maybe that's why he's trying to do that.
He scanned them, dude.
Oh, he scanned them already. Okay.
Yeah, he scanned them. That's why if Victor dies there, I would have been playing. But no, he scanned them. He knew exactly where they were. He knew there was a smoke there. By the way, what do you think of Vitaly's choice of going for the vessel to deal? Do you think it's to deal with the Alk or wait?
Yeah, the Alk for sure. Or the Alk.
Is it justified for this game? Do you think, or do you feel like Enigma had to go for more?
Because he can't play, like I said, right? Enigma and TB together is very greedy. If you do the normal build, like I'm trying to be this BKB unstoppable black hole, then you're gonna take a lot of farm, and then the TB is gonna be like, hey, this is my area. Why are you in my area? Then you're gonna feel like the space on the map is cramped. Or lane.
Okay. Not playing the going for this. El Misha though, difficult play. Vitali dies bottom, by the way, but Hector is the target after all. Dispose is available.
Why is he here?
There we go. Nice dispose timing. Forced him to a stomach concoction himself. Marcy did get caught in it, but it doesn't matter because Hector will die.
the heck?
Meta has been triggered there, interestingly enough.
I don't understand why is he farming like so far past his the place he should be farming. Like, usually you don't see this from Hector as much. Like he's not himself today. And at the same time, the Enigma is like, you see the Enigma bottom right. He's pushing out that lane, and your team ganks him, and nobody's there. Why would you still take that another wave? You try to take another wave.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he's
would agree
so
with you.
greedy. It's actually so greedy. I don't know.
Maybe
Like,
he's
he
stressed
doesn't.
out after.
He
after the
doesn't
first
feel like
game.
himself. He doesn't feel like himself. Like usually he doesn't make mistakes like that. He's always playing in the right area, not crossing the lines,
Yeah.
playing in the safest areas, and not getting picked off like that. Today he's not in good shape.
Yeah, I've always considered to be like the reliable carry of SA, right? Like the guy that you know is not going to make many mistakes either in
And
team fights or
this
in plays.
comes back to what I've been saying. Like in a team nowadays, if someone is not comfortable, it reflects on their performance. That's why it's very important that outside the game, everything is swell. Everything is going good. People are happy. They got their favorite breakfast. They play good.
Right. Yes, true. And Misha, we're gonna cancel his salve, so he's just gonna.
He's salve. What? He's salve.
Yeah, he salved in the middle of that. That was pretty interesting. He has a shovel though, so it's okay. I will say Hector doesn't eat before matches, so maybe this match just went a little bit late. He wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, but that's the point is like I feel like he's not. Something is bothering him, more or less.
Yeah, I know you've been very armchair analyst about this, and I think you're kind of right about this. I do agree that he's playing a little bit weird. We'll see though. Maybe if we see him next week and he's playing the same way, maybe he's just trying to adapt to a more aggressive style. That's something that people have criticized about.
Yeah, but he has to win for you to ask him. If he doesn't win, then you can't ask him that question.
Well, I'm gonna ask him privately. I'm not gonna ask him publicly. Are you bad right now? Do you think I would ever ask that in an interview? Only you, Winter.
Come on, dude, just ask him. Are you upset about something? Just ask him like that. Why do you have those?
You can't ask that. That's a huge world of assumption. That's a terrible question. Are you upset about something? Because I saw you playing today.
Okay, let's get back.
About you.
Let's get back to the Dota. There's a smoke happening. Hokori is trying to get Dina here.
Okay, yeah.
Nice dispose.
Good clean, Winter. There's a PKV on Lelina. That's gonna save C Smile for the time being. Thank you for interrupting that.
BKB charge expanded.
True. Not much commitment either. Whisper could still be a target. Puck is blink dagger. Whisper blinked appropriately. Roche?
Roche?
I don't think
Really?
Roche falls that fast.
That's a bit risky though.
It is a bit risky. They are Radiant this time at least, so they have a little bit more chances.
Okay.
They have Black Hole still, I suppose.
Wait, Beastcoast, they don't know what's going on.
They don't know what's going on.
They're not doing anything. I think it just came as a surprise, even for them.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Disposed. They catch the Earth Spirit, and they don't realize Roche is happening right next to this. As Earth Spirit won't quite die, they don't have the Unleash. In fact, Marcy's in trouble. They caught the puck. As the phase shift, won't have time to use it. So El Misho, Analog, and Gardic all died. Did they die to cover for
Oh
this
no,
Roche?
what?
Oh,
They're gonna know!
Oh
no!
What just happened, Hokori? Oh no! Free Roche for Beastcoast.
Thank you very much, amigo. Oh my god, what the
God.
heck happened? Thank you, my friends, says Beastcoast.
Yeah.
Why they got so greedy? They had that bot, okay. I always say having vision is good, but this is a kind of example where the vision made them greedy. They wanted to go for that +1 kill.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, that's such
I don't know
a
if we should
disaster.
watch the replay, man. That was. I mean, if the kill is Earth Spirit though, it seems like a really difficult kill. Like you don't have Unleash, right?
I mean,
Puck
okay,
didn't
sure.
commit his
Even
Dream
if
Coil?
you kill the Earth Spirit, somebody's gonna die, right? And then when somebody dies,
Yeah, exactly. 'cause it takes
the
too long.
enemy's gonna figure out, wait, why are they here? Something's not right, And then they're gonna think like, okay, wait, let's just check road, and then you're screwed.
That was really weird, especially because they were getting away with it, man. I think they overestimated Beastcoast. They just thought Beastcoast must know it's happening.
Why do they have to, like, things are going so well for them, Why do they have to do something crazy like that? I always feel like when you're taking risk in the game, you should always do it like when the game is so bad for you that you have to do something drastic to turn the game around. When the game's going good, it's stable, you're getting what you can get on the map, why do you have to risk something so much?
Yeah. Especially when you have like the later game in this game, right? Like with the TP versus Alk,
Yeah.
you're not worried about if it's going
Let the elf be greedy. don't be greedy on the territory.
Yeah, I agree. Gardic, he tried to get a double damage, he didn't get it. Gardic will probably die for this. Here's ready. There we go.
I mean that's why remember the last game I said this team feels like they don't really have a person that has a very, very strong. They have a captain, but not a very, very strong voice in the team. Because when usually a team doesn't have a very strong voice like this, you get this kind of two-pronged plays. You know, somebody tries to play here, then the other wants to play here, then it looks greedy. But as a matter of fact, the problem why this is happening is because they don't have a strong voice. Because in that scenario, again, I'm going to say that the carry is doing Roche. He has the responsibility to say, hey guys, just protect me.
Yeah,
Don't do anything funny. I'm going to take Roche. I still need 10 seconds. I still need 15 seconds. Just stay with me. Like, somebody has to say that, or the captain. Let's just do Roche. Black hole?
Yep. Black hole. Yeah, it's going to catch C-Smile, so... I mean, at least you got rid of the Aegis. To be fair, that was your Aegis. They acted meta. He's gonna BKB TP. Oh no, BKB TP, BKB walk away. BKB walk away, kind of working, almost working. BKB walk away. They caught him. Trip coil. They got him. C-Smile's dead. Adlock can still get away. That's a little orb. John didn't do it, and they did get the lean twice. I don't know why that was a BKB TP. I guess she thought she was gonna die to the meta.
His team. No. I think it might. Okay, maybe that too. But because his team was nearby. Then I think there was probably some communication. Okay, let's go help him. Then he decided, alright, I'll just stand and fight, help my team. Even though it didn't work out. But I liked it. Team player.
Team player. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the lineup on an objective basis, you know, a very objective point of view, they have a lineup that is not gonna scale well with enemy. Yeah, they're gonna have to do some damage right now with the Aegis. If they're not doing anything substantial, I would say 20 to 25 minutes, then the Terrorblade is going to outcarry them eventually. They have to try something. Even though they have this like 10k net worth lead, but it's so deceiving, you know. The game doesn't feel that bad for Hokori because they have this TD against Elk matchup. They feel like they can win this game with just one mistake from Beastcoast, they can win the game.
Did you hear? There's Orchid, by the way, on Gojira. Just built that. That's a very interesting choice. Double silence now. A way to deal with a puck as well.
And probably
and we'll see it in action. There we go. That was not that good, actually. Out. Activates the chemical rage. Gardic's the target. Yeah, Gardic separates from the puck. Gardic will die. What are you laughing at, Winter?
Elmisho dying.
Yeah, Elmisho dying. Oh, but they're gonna get a counter kill actually. Well done, Analog. Even if Elmisho falls.
Look at the orange dot still farming. Radiant's happy.
Orange dot still farming, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I look at
the
map, you know. Dude, when I play support, I always look when I'm dying. I always look at my carry. What is he doing? Okay, when I see him, he's hitting ancients. The enemy is using Laguna Blade. They're using some big ulti on me. I'm like, all right, good. My carry is farming. I took 3 big spells. Worth it. But when I click my carry and I'm dying to 3 spells, he's like just running around in circles, not doing anything. Then I get stressed out.
Yeah, that's true. That's
or the carry TPs to you and tries to help you when you're dying in the dead lane.
Yeah, and you're screaming at them, please don't, please stop, cancel.
Just let me die, like, just let me die. Just let me die, please.
Got the enchantments in the top lane there. A small little kill for Yuma, who is building up towards that BKB. He'll be able to assemble the Dragonlance, so he should have it within like 700 gold. That's going to be a big turning point for them, especially with a Scotty.
Yeah, going back to the Orchid on Gojira, I was going to say that
Yeah.
it could also be because he saw that the Enigma went for this vessel, so it means that the Blink BKB timing is going to be later, and hence the Orchid could be useful to cancel the Black Hole. It could be a reason. You don't see Earth Spirits getting Orchid a lot.
I think it's good against the puck as well in general. Like the insta science is pretty good. Better than
the
your
thing is, like,
grip.
I feel like I might still want to get a BKB, you know, if I go on Earth Spirit.
Okay, fair enough. Elmisho has been slowed. Elmisho just realized this was the worst play.
Nice stun. Double stun.
They're getting very cocky about this. They keep going for these kills on like the Enchantress.
No,
and it's just not worth it.
It's fine if one person dies, because they make this kind of move, right? They go to the enemy triangle with 2 heroes. What do you expect, you know? But if you have the intention in mind that we're gonna try to create a diversion here, if the support dies, Puck gets out, it's fine, you know, they rotate 3 heroes, whatever, you know.
Oh, that's just an ogre. Sorry, keep going.
I mean, and look at Gardic, he's really good at doing these kind of things. But not his teammates. He's really good at like knowing how he can use his body to buy space for his carry to farm. But in this case, it seems like Yuma wants to fight.
Oh, Black Hole used. There we go,
Nice.
Vitaly. And this fight will work if they can finish off Hector in time. Scotty is slowing him down, but Hector through the trees. They want to dispose, and oh, Light Strike Array! That'll actually cover Hector escape, and Hector will be fine for now.
Oh, this is bad. BKB use, buyback use, Black Hole use, so Beastcoast can basically do whatever they want after they reset with the HP on Elt. Can they get a tower here? I think they should be able to get a tier 2 here. Get tier 2's control outposts. They have to be able to get something. If the enemy uses first BKB charge on TB, they use Black Hole and you can't get anything, that's very sad. They have to get something in return here.
It was even a pretty good Black Hole. They just needed to kind of follow him a bit quicker.
It was a very, very good attempt, I think. A very nice move there.
Good play though as well. Like the way Hector decided to take that fight and go in the right way. Like that was the positioning by him was back to his old self, I guess. He's gonna have Blink soon, by the way. Shard is the next item as well, and then start building the Ags. What was the first Ags Hector builds this game before? Earth Spirit?
Lina? So we can burst the Enigma.
Yeah. That could be as well, right? Because if you go for like a refresher build, perhaps.
That's another thing to worry now. They are on the high ground, so they're going to be able to... If they got the tier 2, so no Black Hole, this is what they should be doing. No Black Hole, no Metamorph.
Dispose. That Midnight Pulse actually dealing a lot of damage. Hector's being dropped. He does the BKB just in case.
He did?
Activates it, goes on the puck. No, he's not, mate. BKB will save him. Analog's dead, Gardic as well. And they lived out through that Midnight Pulse, which was hurting Hector so much. Now taking lane of Rax as a result.
He definitely got his mojo back, bro. Like, you know when the carry's got his mojo back, when he knows precisely how long he can live before he pressed that BKB. One lane of Rax, Roche is up, what, 1.5 minutes? Yeah, the next Roche is going to be up in 1.5 minutes. They just have to chill, control the map, because you have to respect, you know, Hokori's lineup. They can still win the game at this point, even though they are 20k behind. You lose a fight on this Alchemist lineup, you could still lose.
Can, indeed.
Dispose.
That's why they're trying. Good dispose with them in that pulse. They're keeping him in there.
Why did
Now
they
if
actually
it's
go out of the
elusive-
base? 2 heroes are still
know.
dead.
I thought there was a follow-up or some sort of plan, but clearly no.
Yeah, but they're only 3. Enemy has 5
Yep.
heroes.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. I realized this afterwards, man. I'm on the same wavelength as you, Winter. I don't know what's happening to Hokori, dude.
Well, when you see stuff like that happening, it can be one or
Guilt.
two things. Somebody's mad in the game and he's yelling at the other guy, so the communication breaks down. People don't realize what's happening in the game and you just feed randomly. Or people just stop talking. They just stop communicating.
Yep.
AFK because you feel so bad losing that fight, and then you feed again.
It was the Roche, man. The Roche absolutely killed him. C-Smile has BKB. He can TP this time as well. I'm not gonna need it. Yeah, you can tell. Like after the Roche, there's like night and day how they started playing on Hokori. They clearly got in their own head with that play.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stand by what I said. You know, I feel like they don't really have a strong voice. You know, all these issues stem back to not having a voice in the game. When you have a voice in the game, even if you're down, you can tell that the team is still trying to move as a unit.
Sure,
Cohesion is still there.
I think that's where the strong captain comes into play, right? Because in the late game, it's fair that carry makes his decisions, but the captain is there to like calm everyone down and make sure they're like level-headed, right?
Yeah, I mean, it can be the captain or it can be someone else, but ideally someone. You know, I don't really care who is it, but you need someone in the game.
Exactly. Usually it does happen to be the captain, but you're right. It can be anyone. Whoever is the nicest in the team. I'm glad for him to do it.
Definitely not you.
What, me?
You're gonna be like, crap. Why did you ruin my lane, Winter? Why did you do this?
I am very PMA player.
Minute 30 talking about the laning phase.
Literally, Richie and I are like night and day. Richie is so much more toxic than I am.
Alright,
even
the Roche
close.
fight. This is the last fight.
It is. Gardex
Hokori
already
has to
dead,
defend
though.
the Roche.
Yeah, this is a tough one. They're really scattered, man. I don't know about this one. There's Enigma BKB used, so that's losing the potential of the Black Hole. Arena of Blood for the Puck. Puck is destroyed. Marcy killed in a matter of seconds. There is no fight, Winter. There's just a massacre.
refresh.
They catch up to the TB. They refresh just for this. Goodbye. GG, I'm pretty sure. The Beastcoast is taking this game 3.
Yeah, well, what a sad ending to the game. I thought we're gonna see a lot more, action, and the game
Yeah,
go
I agree.
longer with this terrible Enigma coming online. But they played well. You have to give them credit for the first 20 minutes. They played well. They did what they're supposed to do. Itemization on point. Just the mid game, the macro game. When it comes to the macro game.
Black Hole used here by the Enigma, which is immediately wasted. And that's going to be Hector finishing up the Ancient. Yeah, we get a Rampage. Whoa, for C-Smile. But honestly, the game was already over. I'm not going to fake hype it. It's Beastcoast just dominated a Hokori that looked really weak as the game went on.
And this team can actually achieve a lot if they have a voice, a stronger voice. I kind of feel like their drafts have a certain. Sometimes I don't like their picks, but overall I feel like it's important at least for them to have a direction. I can see that in the way they're drafting and the way they are, planning their bands, their picks and everything. But it's just when it comes down to execution at certain, they're not very good at playing the pressure points during the game.
Yeah.
When it
I would
comes to
agree
the
with
tight, the very, very tight situations, they seem to get too stressed out. But I would say that they don't have a voice, a strong voice. I think it's normal to get stressed out as players when you are in a very tight scenario. The game hangs on a knife's edge, and somebody has to voice out, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this," and whatever it is, everybody just hops on the train and goes to that direction, goes to that destination without any doubt. That needs to happen in the game for you to be able to play the tight situations, the pressure points. But if you don't have that voice in the game, then everybody's like, somebody's talking here, somebody's just communicating some details, but nobody is making a decision. It's the same thing with the Roche fight the last game when they were supposed to take that fight. They were there, but nobody's making the move, nobody's making the jump. Everyone's just like posturing. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. What do we do?
Yep. The point you made, Winter, I think does stand to reason because I was now thinking about all the teams in Div 1, and they're the only team in Div 1 that does not have a veteran with them, right? If you look at any other team from Infamous to Beastcoast to Thunder Awaken, but even to Infinity or Tempest, right? They all have a 5, or in some cases an offlaner, like in the case of Infinity with Papita, who's been experienced as a captain, has international experience, has been playing Dota for like 8-9 years, right? And I think these guys, probably the most they've played Dota, for some of them, if you consider any competitive, right? Like it's tier 3 leagues, is like 3-4 years, right? At this level, at like a decent level of competitive. So they don't have that kind of experience. And their drafts look amazing, like you said, because Gardic is honestly really good at that. But they are missing that level-headedness that comes with experience that is kind of hard to find. You can be really talented, and that's still difficult unless you've just played a bunch of competitive, right? So you might be onto something. And that's Hokori's weakness. I mean, that's something they have to look up to as they fix this. But, Winter, I love talking to you, but, I just want to say goodbye to you as well. So I'm going to go over to the panel and talk to smarter people, see what they have to say about this game. All right, sorry. Winter got me there. Astini, would you agree with this assessment, though? Would you agree with the idea that Hokori is going to be lacking that strong voice in moments of pressure?
Yeah, because definitely when you see this game, and like it's the third time they get to play Beastcoast, and it's the third time it ends 2-1, where it feels like they could have won if they just got like few things better. This game is 100% on that Roche fight. That should not have happened. They had a free Roche, and then they just gave everything away. And just like with a stronger voice inside the game, they could have won this game easily. I thought like, okay, there's an Alchemist. It's a good draft for Beastcoast, but they had the game under control on Hokori because Analog, he was, I guess, 6-0. He had an amazing game, but yeah, they just couldn't like hold their emotions, and they wanted to do two things at the same time, and yeah, they just screw up what was going well.
The weirdest part is that you don't even need a call to be made there. Like, no plans need to be made. All that needs to happen is for somebody to say, no, we're not doing that. That's the only thing that needed to happen. The rest of their instincts were perfectly on point. Just say no to that one fight.
Do you find that something that is partially because of the pressure? Like, what was the risk taken? Like, what do you think the process was for that rush to begin with?
I do think that you might have some reasonable worries about it. Like, their team fight is pretty decent. All grouping together into an Earth Spirit does not feel good, especially because at that point in the game the BKBs are not up yet, right? They're not really in a position to do anything against like 3-man silence or something like that. But they're not in position. I think if you all stay and hit it, the Beastcoast are just not in time. And you have the vision control to check if they're going to be on time or not, and you can just put your Marcy on the high ground, see if the smoke pops, and if it doesn't, you're just free to finish it. And if it does, you still have the puck. You can still try and go for that diversionary play, but now having to put much more damage into the Roche. Like...
Yeah. Astini, as we go into the season, Hokori is now 0-3, and they're actually one of the few teams that probably are facing relegation one way or another. What would you tell them if you were their coach again? Or how would you pep them up?
It's hard because
Yeah.
I would tell them that actually they went through the 2 hardest matches,
Yeah,
but I would
Thunder
be
and
lying.
Beastcoast.
Yeah, because they still have to face Infamous. But I would lie, I would lie
just lie.
to tell them, hey guys, it's all right. We already faced Thunder. We already faced Beastcoast. Now it's just the easy matches. Don't worry. We might finish 4-3 and get like a tiebreaker, crazy tiebreaker for Major. You never know. I wouldn't be like worried of relegation. I would try to focus like on just that we can win every match. And I think they can, like against Wolf, against Infinity. They are 0-3, but they don't look like a 0-3 team. That's
No.
the thing. Because
For sure.
the 3 matches they lost was 2-1, very close matches. And it's not a lie that it was against 2 of the best teams, if not 3, because as Esports they're also playing really well. So I think like if I would guess, I would still not guess that they're getting relegated. I think they're playing better than Tempest. I think they're playing better than even Infinity that won against Infamous today.
Yeah.
So there is some hope for them for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Maybe I would be more of a hard ass than you though, because I would ask for them to take some responsibility. Like at the very least, if you're going to keep on losing, somebody needs to have tried to make the call to not lose, because it doesn't sound like that's happening. And this is something that I did with Vega Squadron. And while it did not help out Vega Squadron, it did help out Zayats, who is the guy who eventually stepped up to make those calls when the rest of them didn't. Because I know who from that squad got the furthest.
Yes.
And you
It's a
gotta
secret
take
now.
responsibility. Yeah. And looking pretty decent, I might say. But
Yep.
so yeah, there's maybe a mix of both, but I definitely put it in there like, at least if you're going to go down, somebody needs to have tried to not let that happen. Take responsibility, and if that means you gotta fight, then finally start fighting, because clearly you have stuff to disagree about, and right now nobody's saying anything. So do it, and then learn how to fight constructively, because Beastcoast knows how to.
With that, I think we have a pretty good understanding of the game. We're gonna talk in a second. Well, we're gonna hopefully be talking with someone from Beastcoast. Last time we didn't have much luck, so we'll do our best. But before we do go to a small break and start that interview, I would like to give a shout out here to one of our sponsors. It's a Cyberscore. Cyberscore.live specifically is the website. You can use ! Cyberscore to find their website. And it's a live stats site, essentially. Very similar to that Dota or Dota Buff. If you've ever seen them, this is a bit more detailed, has a lot of legacy, has the information about the players, so you can actually check out their information before the match. And if you're one of the people that likes to bet on these matches, live stats means live information. So that's going to help you a lot if you want to make more informed decisions. Or if you just want to learn more about Dota. I've actually started using the site a little bit because it's surprisingly detailed, and it's a great UI, which usually means the stats are less detailed, but somehow they found the best mix of both. So ! Cyberscore, and you'll be able to find this website in the Twitch chat. For now, we're going to be taking a small break, and we're going to see you guys soon, hopefully with an interview with one of the Beastcoast guys.